Welcome back, everyone. Today I am bringing you the second game of my match against Panzer. So, if you haven't seen the last video, I will spoil the outcome in 3, 2, 1. I won last game, which means that I am through to playoffs. But this was the match that would decide whether I would be through as first place or second place in our group. So on one hand, I thought about maybe, doing some meme stuff and picking like KDA or something, so a division that I have like literally never played before, or something else. But then I thought about that this is kind of, I don't know, I felt it would be kind of disrespecting to Pasta. I don't know whether this logic like makes sense or not, but it just felt weird. So I went with 9 Panzer again, and he picked Berlin Command, as he likes to do. Oh, he's very good with it. Like he's not a one-trick pony with Berlin Command. Obviously, he can also play other divisions, but it's like his main division. Let's put it like that. And as I said, he is very good with it. Like, do not underestimate him. If you see like Pasta playing Berlin Command, you definitely shouldn't be like, oh yeah, Berlin Command, that's an easy division to play against, right? No. He knows what he's doing. But on Vertigo with 9th Panzer, I actually felt pretty good. I didn't want to pick a division with like max range tanks because I felt like fighting in here with like Leopards or Abrams doesn't make as much sense. T-72s are just better because you don't really need the max range anyway in those engagements here. And yeah, well, so I do my standard strategy of pretty much leaving the left side completely open, starting with one recon helicopter, the Mi-8 PPA going to the right side. I don't really need to know whether something is in Dimitri or not, because I won't be, even if it's empty, I don't think that I will be using this early on, because the chances are very high that even if it is empty, he will get there faster than me with his second tick reinforcements, for example. And then I just don't want to be stuck in an engagement over Dimitri or center if I can just like bum rush through Anna and Boris, or like not bum rush, but push through. Obviously still going for the center town here. So yeah, for the left hand side, just one Aufklärer. I was thinking about deploying an Igla there because I know that Pasta also likes to use the Gazelle rockets, for example, at the start sometimes. And I didn't want to like lose my Aufklärer here just to like a singular or 2 Gazelle rockets. That would be kind of dumb. I think I removed them later. One mod Aufklärer going into this building here. I didn't want to drive them further forward into the town itself because he gets the PSSEB, which I think have the airborne forward deploy. I mean, they obviously have the recon forward deploy. Don't know whether they have the airborne forward deploy, but either way, they are obviously also much stronger than my mod Aufklärer, especially it doesn't even have that. So no point in rushing them into the town and then just losing them. And then the mod Aufklärer for the right hand side, obviously to provide some recon information. 2 T-72 moves and a command T-72, that's the cheaper one, yeah, the MK. For the opener, quite good. It's I think 25 or 35 points cheaper than the M1 command tank. And then for Go 30 mil. For Go going to this building. Now those buildings are mostly the buildings you will see ATGMs in, or like you have those 3 and those 2 buildings as a choice. On this side, I pretty much never use this building here. Almost always use this one. It gets longer to get there, and it is dangerous if your enemy has forward deployed, or for example an AMX-10. Then you should really watch out, because then the AMX-10 can actually snipe an ATGM going in here. It will be there soon enough, so watch out for that. But well, Berlin doesn't have an AMX-10, so I don't have to worry about that. 2 mod Schützen in the BMP-1. Just take them because they're cheaper in the opener. And the BMP-1 still does provide fire support. It is obviously much worse than the BMP-2, but it is also much cheaper than the BMP-2. Coop and Shioka, in case he does buy in Nighthawk early. Also because as I said, I was already very tired in the first game, so obviously I was even more tired in the second game. So I was actually very happy that I won the first game, so I could kind of relax a little bit in the second game. But as an absolute retard that I am, I forgot to take a fighter, even though I'm playing against the Nighthawk division. Like, radar A spots the Nighthawk only if it's like 5 meters away from it. If the Nighthawk is more than 5 meters away, you will never see it. So that was already super dumb by me. But yeah, well, I'm gonna have to work with what I have available, so Coop and Shuka. I still have points for a supply truck, so bought that as well for more ammo for the Coop and also replenishing the smoke for the tanks. And then we have some units going in, or I have some units going into the forest patch here. This is yeah, 2 GLs, Igla and the Fago. So this is also why I decided to put the mod of clearer here. They can spot his PSCB and then the great launchers will kill them off. Unfortunately, the Harrier kills off my Mi-8. That was super dumb. 40% ECM, by the way, and the Harrier just kills me. Bruh. And then Coop, I think, missed. I'm not sure whether it missed because I didn't stop it from moving, or whether it just missed, I'm not sure. But either way, that was very, very bad. Because now like my early recon information is just completely gone. Something is going into the left-hand side, so yeah, as usual, it's not a good idea, it's the thing you have to do. Just always ignore the left-hand side if you are an armored division, or almost always. There are certain cases where it can be a good idea, but like honestly, in 99% of cases, it's better to just literally ignore this and push through the right-hand side. And then you can always, if you have complete control over Boris, you can still reroute. And from the other side, it's the same. If you then have complete control over Anna, you can still reroute your forces to the other side. Here's a Fox here, which is a bit annoying because the Fago is, well, obviously is further back than the mod of Clara. Quickly retreat them. Here I mismicroed the command tank because it drove out of the sector before it was able to capture it. That was pretty unfortunate. I think I will realize soon though. Harrier still circling in the back, little bitch. Kidding my Mi-8. Come on, man. I was a bit surprised that the mod of Clara didn't spot anything. I was assuming that he would like make a big rush with like PSSEB and Challengers or and Chieftains and whatever through here, and also the AMX-30s. Yeah, you only get the older AMX-30Bs, but it's just the pure mass can overwhelm your enemy. But he didn't. He did have a pretty heavy deployment on the left-hand side though, or like the center. Not the left-hand side, the center. A great launcher engaging something. Is actually engaging the Fox. Okay, that's interesting. Ah, yeah, because it has only 1 armor. Ah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But great launcher can engage that. Yeah, this one will die, but the SEK will most likely also die. You can see Fago is already repositioning, will kill off the Sonderwagen most likely. Yes, it will, so that's good. Mod Schützen and Mod Aufklärer are moving up slowly. I did finally capture the sector itself. I decided to reinforce the center position because it's very important to have the center position if you're pushing for the right side. Berlin rifles here are honestly a big issue, and it was also I mean, I have one grenade launcher here that is moving up right now, but without a grenade launcher the Berlin rifles are very, very dangerous for me. One more Schützen is already dead. Milan 2 and sniper team and Hamvito. Really, really annoying, though the Hamvito gets sniped instantly. That was pretty lucky. Fox here did die finally, so that's good. But both the great launchers are down, and this is very not good because those were the units that were supposed to kill the PSSEB, and now the PSSEB can just sit there, or well, rather retreat, but it still survives. Kill all of his units here, but both my mod Schützen went down on their way in. That was not well done by me. BMP1 does find a cheeky angle to get some shots on the Berlin rifles, which is good because I don't really want to get too close to the Berlin rifles because they have the low 80, which is, as you can see, oh, I start retreating because, like, fuck that. The low 80 will delete me very, very quickly. I mean, a side shot is definitely a one-shot kill. Not frontally, but I mean, if you drive into the forest here, it's pretty easy for him to get a side shot off. This Berlin rifles, though, at least is very, very low. So that's why I tried to push in aggressively again. The Fago here died to something in the forests here. Can't remember exactly what it even was, but it was something. Not necessary right now, but obviously overall still painful. PSSCB does snipe the BMP-1. Berlin rifles luckily missed both their low 80s. I mean, they were very pinned, but still. Unfortunately, there is still the second Berlin rifle there, and his Nighthawk does come in. And as I said, like, look, the Shilka is here. So it's not very far away, but I still couldn't spot the Nighthawk. The two Coups are very far away, so that's fair. But yeah, T-72 Command and T-72 Move are both down now, which is very, very bad. Because he obviously has now also captured the left-hand side, so he's at a +2 tick. And I have now lost all my infantry and almost all my tanks here. The Hellram does come in, but I unfortunately already used my smoke. Luckily enough that the chieftain misses. That was very nice. Trying to get the PSSCB here. The Mordschützen, yeah, I realized that it's not a good idea to push into close range. The PSSCB submachine guns and the satchel charge will be very painful to deal with, but now the chieftain engages my Mordschützen in the open and they are pretty much gone. So I kind of now have a bunch of tanks left, but no infantry, except for the one mod Aufklärer and the normal Aufklärer here, and that's literally it. Although the Mordschützen are still alive, but not for long, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not for long. RIP. A bunch of pioneers coming in, but they are now a little bit, not really useless, but not the best choice, because they can't do anything against his chieftains in the forest line, because they obviously have no AT launchers. I kind of just wanted to buy them in as some sort of meat wave. But Mordschützen are also coming in, at least in the BMP2s. Though the problem is a bit that I have 2 tanks left here, but no infantry, and here I now have a bunch of infantry, but only 1 tank left. Well, and 2 BMP2s, to be fair, that's also not bad, and the BMP1. Repositioning it into this little position there, so that it can overlook the flank to the right in case he sneaks something through. Because I know that the Fagot is dead, so something has to be in this general area. The Mi-8 didn't spot anything immediately, so I know that he didn't get into the forest at least. So that was very good. Berlin rifles, really annoying, but what do we do in such a situation? Yeah, correct. We buy in a Napalm Grad. Because that's all obviously also kind of the plan that I went for. I know that holding those positions is borderline impossible if your enemy has like napalm artillery, and so yeah, that's why I picked 9th. Also, I saw a bunch of foxes going here, so I quickly rerouted the Mi-8 to spot them. T-72 command tank was also already coming in together with the Fagot. Quickly unload the Fagot, not sell the transport. I am driving it away to keep it alive so that I can then reload the Fagot again and put it to the front. He smokes off the Fox, but one of them dies. Also, a seaplane of him came in, by the way, and didn't hit anything and died. That was a bit unlucky for him. Yeah, so he's retreating his Foxes. I'm reloading the Fagot and pushing the T-72 forward because, I mean, this one singular Fox in the open won't do a lot. Kind of waiting for enough points to buy in Mi-24. And I just keep gradding or napalming the forest here, because I know that he has to be sitting somewhere here. I retreated the Berlin rifles from the forest, but is now sitting literally just in the middle of the field. Slowly pushing my infantry forward, buying in some Eaglers to deal with the Lynx, because I didn't particularly want to just push in the Shilka into the Hellram, because remember, this is the old patch, so the helicopter range is still not the best. So they would actually need to get into the ATGM range to even shoot at the Hellram. And I mean, depending on the RNG you can get the kill, but depending on the RNG you can also just get killed. And yeah, Mi-24 came in, finished off the second Fox, so his flanking maneuver has completely failed, which is very good for me, because if he would have sniped the Napalm RM-70, that would have been very painful, but I just know that Pasta likes driving around the flank if you give him the opportunity, so I was ready for that. Eagles are pushing forward, though they missed the Hellram, kind of unfortunate. He is pushing his Berlin rifles in again, because I waited too long with the push, so you can see the flames here already kind of yeah, finished burning out, and here the napalm just lands all around the Berlin rifles. That was a bit stupid. Also, only 9 rockets left for this barrage. Don't know what happened to the T-72 command tank here. Well, I know what happened. I gave it the wrong command, but I don't know why the fuck I gave it this command here. Don't ask me, because I don't know. Pushing the SPWs around the flank here to see whether the path is clear, and I mean, it isn't because there's chieftains back there, but there is no infantry sitting in an ambush. And that's the most important part that I needed to know. But the good thing is that the forest itself here is also pretty clear. Chieftains are a bit of an issue, but if I get in close enough, the Mochitsen will do a lot of damage. The RPG-27, low range, but 21 penetration, outweighted 70% accuracy, that's very, very nice. Random Harrier fighter coming in, diving for the Mi-24. I mean, even though he must have known that I have AA here because his seatplane already died. Like, no idea what was going on there. Driving in his chieftains way too close here, so quickly get the Mochitsen the command to move forward to get a nice side shot. Won't be the command tank, will just be the normal chieftain. This one misses. Its first shot, but then the other one hits. He notices though, unfortunately, and smokes off because the rockets came in. A bit annoying, but the Eagles are already moving into position. Also have a Skeleton M now here. Nighthawk. I mean, he said that like Nighthawk just like spazzed out and flew here itself. He might have also just misclicked it. Either way, obviously very painful loss of the Nighthawk by him. And I mean, we all know that units spaz out all the time, so it's also fair to assume that it literally just had autism. Here the Strela, unfortunately, I Q-moved it and clicked on the Eagler by accident, so I was following the Eagler, but obviously it can't get into the building. Berlin rifles here still being giga annoying. Retreated the T-72 and the BMP-2s because I wanted them to survive. Finally noticed that I kind of have forgotten about my command tank here. PSSB do kill the BMP-1, but I know that it's pretty much on its own here, because there was no AA shooting at the Mi-8 before, so I know that I can just push the Mi-24 in and kill off the PSSCB. Use the final rockets of the reload on the Berlin rifles here, because they were really annoying. Again, rockets landing all around him. Like, bruh, that was really dumb. They do still suppress then, but they just don't do any damage, which was rather annoying. Nothing really going on in the center, because I was investing most of my points in here and into the AA. So now a new push coming in. You can see a new grenade launcher also came in, and more infantry is on its way. Mi-24 slowly killing off the stupid PSSCB. Those units are going around the flank so that I can then advance from here and from here, which will make it harder for him to deal with. Harrier again going in for the Mi-24, but I landed and the Coups do their job. Or rather, the one Coup that was left, because he did kill one of the Coups with his Nighthawk. As well, once he noticed that the Nighthawk was pretty much already lost, I guess he just tried to get at least one kill with it, which is fair. And losing a Coup is kind of painful, but I mean, I have 4 of them, so now I still have 3 of them left. It's not the worst loss. And he only has 1 Nighthawk left, so you know, that's fine. I'm willing to take this trade. I spotted one of his Berlin rifles here. I also bought in howitzers, because, yeah, well, why not? He's just sitting back in those positions and defending them like an absolute madman, because that's the only thing he can do at this point in the match. So why not buy all the artillery I have available to me to get him out, smoke him out of those positions. RM-70 will be reloading for a long time, 330 seconds as I said last time. No command together with them, so it will actually take the whole time. BMP-1 might get a hit on the chieftain. Nice. 1 damage. Oh, better than nothing. Almost gets a side shot on the T-72, but I noticed in time and turned front armor and smoked it off. Skeleton M missed 3 of its 4 shots on the links, so it's still alive. Another ATGM coming in, hopefully misses, but no, it hits, and it was stunned from the ATGM that missed from the other side, so yeah, this one died. But the Mochitsen are moving forward. Berlin rifles super damaged from the artillery. Mochitsen also hunting the Milan 2, but the Nighthawk came in and killed one of them. Yeah, Sage. As I said, like, you can have the AA very far up and it will still not spot. I think you have to have it like almost right behind your unit. So in this case, to be fair, the radar AA was off to the right, so yeah, that's fair. No radar AA for the center itself, only Eaglers. And I don't think AA... Oh no, there is 1 Coup coming in. Yeah, so that's at least something. The strat in this case, I think, would have been to just kind of sacrifice the Shilkas and drive them really far forward together with your pushes. And if they died, it's like, it's unlucky, but it's whatever, but then they can still spot the Nighthawk. Or if I would have been a smart man, I would have just taken the card of the fighters, because I really don't need like 2 cards of AT planes against Berlin command. But yeah, you know, hindsight's 2020. Even though in this case it was like super obvious. I was even thinking about it before the game, but I was like, yeah, nah, I'm fine. I have radar array, and then I got into the game and I was like, yeah, there's a reason why I don't trust radar array against Nighthawks. Wasn't my brightest moment, okay? He's bringing in a bunch of AMX 30s in here now, which is also not one of his brightest moments, to be fair, because they all just got wrecked by my Modschutzen with their RPGs. And the T-72s are now also coming in close range, and close range, the AMX-30, like, I mean, the AMX-30 stands no chance against the T-72s anyway, but against T-72s and RPG infantry in close range, there's like no way you're gonna do anything. Killed off the command chieftain, normal chieftain also goes down. The blob here is on the move. Vertigo moving up, Mod Aufklärer are in position, albeit very low. So I will need to push up this supply to repair them. There's still a bunch of units in here, as you can see, especially 2 Berlin rifles, and I really didn't want them to snipe my command tank. So that's why I called it an SC-32 bomber, because I also remembered, yeah, right, there's this thing about Berlin command that it doesn't have the greatest AA, you know, I could have been using that. I bombed between the 2, so I was hoping to get both of them with the 400 or 500 kilogram bombs, and I do. So that was a very nice kill, saving my command tank and my, well, the T-72 move is also like important, but in this case I needed my command tank to survive to stop his tick. So he's 1,000 points up, but on vertigo that's honestly not the worst thing, because if you push through to Paul or like, to your enemy's back zone in general, that's a +2 zone, so it will give you a +4 tick. Or if you reroute to the other flank and capture both sectors, that's also a +4. If you only capture one zone, that's at least a +2, that's also not bad. Berlin rifles here engaging the T-72 from a really high range, but I think they only hit 1 or 2 shots. So now they're out of ammo and they're all dead, so another 2 of the Berlin rifles lost. He's using a lot of them. Look, he's the Berlin command expert, so I'm not gonna tell him what to do. I just think the Berlin rifles aren't, I mean, they're really annoying against a tank division, so I guess in this case it made sense. But overall you have so much other infantry that's more cost efficient with, yes, a worse AT launcher, but they're also cheaper then. And maybe it would have been better to have more cheaper infantry here, or like ATGMs. So they didn't really have a lot of ATGMs, honestly. Like there was 1 Milan 2 here, then 1 Milan 2 there, a TOW 2 Humvee, and there was 1 Milan 2 here. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's already like 3 Milan 2 cars, and I think he had them upvetted, which was also very weird. So that's almost all of his Milan 2s already dead. And yeah, well, let's just say my tanks aren't even close to running out. Coop is finally in position. Supply truck also has been pushed forward to do some repairs. Shuka is moving forward. It's a bit too defensive still. Should have been like up here or something. T-72 is moving over the open. It's a bit ambitious. Vertigo here gets sniped. Unfortunate, but I still have another one. So not a big issue. But then I realized that, you know, pushing those forward over the open is not the greatest of ideas, and indeed it isn't, because the Nighthawk does come in. Finally push the Shuka further forward, because like the Nighthawk was just really being really annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Nighthawk isn't OP or anything. It's like literally the only thing that's keeping this deck alive. But playing against it without a fighter is very annoying. Let me put it like that. So yeah, finally pushing the Shuka forward more aggressively, hoping to maybe spot the Nighthawk, although it might be already out again. Mod Aufklärer do spot some infantry squads, so maybe those vehicles here can engage it at some point in time, maybe? Also, how did the Mod Aufklärer take so long to identify the squad? It's a recon squad. They're in shooting range, what the fuck were they doing? No idea. Here is artillery does snipe my BMP-1, I mean... That's annoying, but also not the worst loss. I tried to counter battery with my Napalm RM-70 because I felt like he hasn't moved his artillery yet, so might as well try. SCR here just died. They were also in like a pretty bad position here. Like they weren't spotting anything. They also couldn't have ambushed anything because they don't have any AT launchers. So yeah, no idea what they were doing. Unfortunately, the Napalm barrage here doesn't do anything because Yeah, he moved his artillery already. Oh yeah, also one thing I forgot. You can hear the Nighthawk. So I could have been listening in to his spawn like all the time and then prepare for once his Nighthawk come in. It comes in and then like move my shulkers forward on purpose, for example. But yeah, I didn't think about it. Which also, you know, the problem of playing against Bearing Command is you play against it so seldomly that you a lot of times forget what they even have available. You obviously know that they have the Nighthawk, but then for the Nighthawk you kind of forget some of the counterplay you can do against it. At least for me, because I don't play like a lot of games. So yeah, I just tend to forget that. You can see a shit ton of BMP infantry coming in, because I will need quite a lot of infantry to fight over this town here, though honestly some pioneers here would have been pretty good. I thought that I saw a tank here, but it was further to the left, so quickly we target my artillery. Unfortunately, though, the BMP ones are firing on the chieftain, so most likely it will smoke off or retreat. Yeah, it does retreat, so the artillery won't do shit. I knew that there were tanks in here, so you can see this Mordschützen is on its way. The great flanking maneuver to get a nice side shot on chieftain and the M1. A helicopter is moving forward and to here to get some nice recon information going. Should be pushing forward here as well, but you can see I don't have a lot of units here and they're still also damaged, so I'm waiting for them to be repaired. Put the RM-70 on the building here, which wasn't the brightest idea because, I mean, flames still don't do damage against units and buildings, so yeah, that was really a bit dumb. Should have just used it for the forest here or here, it would have been so much better. Oh wait, mistakes were made. Coop got spotted by him. I don't really know by what, actually. Maybe one of the units that was pushing around here might have spotted it. So his artillery gets on the job and kills off the Coop. So that's 2 Coops down, so I only have 2 Coops left now, which is a bit concerning, not gonna lie. Gazarok is being giga annoying. I don't have an Eagler up with the push here at the moment. Yeah, it's pushing up now. And I didn't want to push a skeleton air forward because it could be sniped by something. And you look, like the Napalm literally did like 1 or 2 HP damage to the SE car. Like, bruh. Now let's put some ATGMs in the forest line here, so this is actually a perfect target for the Napalm Grad, so put it on the job. Hellarm, though, a bit annoying, because this one obviously will not be killed by the Napalm artillery. Some units coming in for the center again, like a little bit more defensively, because I was afraid that he might actually be pushing through here. Mirage 4 HE comes in, and again, it's the thing that I always do on this map, where I push all my units in a single line from here. In this case, it was only 2 units that died, so I did save one of them, but still not the best. And Mordschützen did get through and get a side shot on the chieftain, so that was nice. But yeah, if I would have just spread out my units to like move in from here, and like from here, for example, the Mirage 4 would have done like, well, it would have killed only 1 squad, for example. But oh well. Oh well. Also, to be fair, I haven't played Vertigo like that much recently in ranked. I think I haven't played it at all in ranked almost. I mostly have been getting other maps. So yeah, that also doesn't help. His ATGMs here all died, but the Lynx is still alive. Eagler is finally in position and does get a good hit. Harrier comes in, drops its bombs, but doesn't... I mean, it hits, but doesn't kill anything and dies itself. That wasn't very good for him. Shilka, Strela and Eagler are in position here now, so that should be good enough as protection against any helicopters or planes. And the Shilka should also be able to spot the Nighthawk when it comes in again. But the problem is that I'm kind of running out of infantry now, because all my infantry here has died again. I still have a shit ton of tanks, but I kind of need to have infantry to control those buildings. And he obviously has more infantry than me, and also better infantry. Bomber coming in again, because yeah, this was the moment where I again remembered, yeah, use your air force, you dumb idiot. It's the whole weakness of Berlin Command. Even though it's not like as bad as it was before, where they literally couldn't do anything except for having manpads. And now they do have the Rapier FSB or whatever it's called. Seed, by the way, comes in and does kill the Shilka, but misses the Coop and then just dies. But yeah, with the Rapier, they are now in a way better position AA-wise, but it's still not good. The Nighthawk is out once again, does kill one of my T-72, so that he was killing an insane amount of T-72s with a stupid Nighthawk. The SU-22 comes in, and I think the SU-22 did spot the Nighthawk, and I get 2 hits on it, but it survived at like I think 1 HP or something. It was a little bit unlucky because it literally has 0% ECM. But, I mean, at least it will be out for 9 minutes, and we know that the other one is dead, so he doesn't have a second one to replace it. This Stroton I'm kind of forgotten about. But this one at least not forgotten about, so moving it in to maybe snipe off one of the Lynx Hell Arms. Yes, it does die. M1IP, well, 3v1 shouldn't be a big issue for me. Yeah, and he smokes off. But as I said, I kind of am running out of infantry. Okay, I have a shit ton of tanks, but I don't have anything to screen them with. So in this case, I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna move in. This mod Aufklärer here saw that there is no infantry in this building here. So I can at least get the T-72 in for a short time. Again, this once more showing that I was really tired and doing stupid shit. Because just why? There's so much infantry that can snipe me and M1IP and everything. So I quickly smoke off the T-72. This one here dies with the Berlin rifles in the forest patch here. My mod shouldn't have died a long time ago because he reinforced it like with 5 billion infantry squads. T-72 here in a very weird spot where the Berlin rifles can't actually shoot at it because this building is in the way, which was kind of hilarious. Those Berlin rifles miss, and he didn't have any command in here himself, which was very weird. No idea why. So I get a full cap off, and this puts me at a +4, as I said. The M1IP does finally finish off my recall, my command tank. My Stroton also finally finish off with stupid Hell Arms that were surviving a lot of stuff this game. T-72S does kill his M1IP though, and yeah, he doesn't have a lot of tanks, so it's kind of, he's running out of tanks, I'm running out of infantry. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. T-72s are being fired at by some sort of ITGM in here. T-72 move, I mean, I guess I could have retweeted it, honestly. No reason for it to just sit here and die. Do smoke it off and try to save it. HE coming in for the M1IP. M1IP is damaged, so the HE should definitely kill it. Especially with it being giga damaged now. Yeah, that's 100% dead. Manpad's firing at me, but only 1 hit, so the S-24 will most likely survive. Grenade launcher here dies. Yeah, there's also, I could have established such a nice firing line here with like grenade launchers and ATGMs and stuff like that. And also then T-72s. And now there's a big issue here because he has snuck his Berlin rifles around the same I did with my mod Schützen. And now those in the forest will be a big issue for me because, oh my, I have literally only vehicles left here anymore. Like, those 2 mod Schützen are moving off the open and they are, well, they were pretty much already committed, so I just kept them pushing in. I kept pushing them forward. Honestly, I also forgot that he gets RCL infantry. That obviously will shred my infantry in the open. So yeah, those mod Schützen are also dead. Tried to go for a quick bombing run against the Berlin rifles, but I lost sight of them. So the bombing run completely missed. But I wasn't being a complete idiot because I was already preparing a push for the left-hand side, as you can see. So yeah, this should work out pretty well because the thing is, I saw that he was investing like insane amounts of resources into this push, or into this hold rather, and also into his air. So I know that the left-hand side can't be very well protected. But obviously still having a mod Schützen push forward. Mod Aufklärer should have also been pushing forward more aggressively. Though this Aufklärer here is pushing in. 2 moves are moving in, and yeah, the 2 pioneers will also be a nice help. Also the 1 Mi-8 PPA is still alive, which is very, very good. Keeping those helicopters alive is so important. Yeah, the vehicles here have all survived, and the Berlin rifles, I mean, sure, have control over the forest, but you can't push over or out of the forest. The position here is obviously absolutely horrible, like the Stroton M's are in the front, tanks and the IVs are in the back, like good god. Calling into Ernst though as well, those will be very nice support against any infantry, even light vehicles are trying to move in here. Harrier HE coming in. Again, no idea why. He knows that I have good AA net up, even though the scoop is out of ammo now. But yeah, not a good idea. Milan 2 does die. I don't think it even got a kill. Maybe in SPW, but I don't think even that happened. His infantry here is like only 1 Berlin Light Rifles, and with 1 more Schützen and 2 Pioneers, I really don't worry about that. Something's still firing at the T-72s. Mod Aufklärer, I guess, doesn't see it because reasons, no idea why. Does finally spot it. T-72 should be able to get it, yeah. Gets hit in return though quite heavily, but that's fine. Fargo's finish off the Humvee Jeep here. He's rerouting basically all the tanks he has left to the left-hand side now, which, yeah, that's fair, because that's where the attack is happening. Command is on its way. We'll get in soon. Artillery is ready to fire, but I wasn't really microing my howitzers too well. The Napalm Grad was okay, or RM-70, but the howitzers were used really horribly by me. AT plane comes in, wastes 1 missile on the AMX-30. That was a really bad idea. Then I retreated, I think, because I thought it already shot both of his rockets, but I still had 1 rocket left, so I easily could have killed off one of the command tanks here. And yeah, the Berlin Rifles push a little bit too far up. To be fair, the Urns didn't do a lot of damage actually, because they were quite far away and not in range of their autocannon. Getting some more infantry in here to help the hold. They're on the way. In case he does actually start to push here, which is fairly unlikely looking at how he has like rerouted all of his tanks to the left-hand side. An absolute disgrace, everything missing, especially my tanks missing all the time. 1 T-72 already down. But yeah, this is when I actually remember that, hey, you know, I can air spam him, and there's literally nothing he can do against that. So HE Bomber coming in, AT plane also coming in. HE Bomber goes for the wounded tank, but doesn't kill it off actually. His HE Bomber does come in and does kill my command vehicle. The other HE Bomber comes in and I think literally doesn't hit anything. AT plane kills the Chieftain Command. AMX-30B is driving into, I guess, kind of scout. Yeah, Mod Aufklärer does get a beautiful side shot and a second one to kill it off. V2 in position on the left hand side as well. Infantry is alive. Gazelle rockets, a bit of an issue because I haven't had a AR with it. With the push here, I mean. AT plane goes in, kills off the M1 IP, so both of his heavy command tanks are down. There's the third one coming in, but this is his last. Because I'm pretty sure at least that he lost one of his chieftain commands on the right hand side at some point. Yeah, he did. So this is his last heavy command tank. And I don't think you get any... Do you get like AMX-30B command tanks? I'm not sure. He obviously still has like command jeeps or something. But for the command tanks, this is the last one. Quickly go in for a bombing run. In this case, I'm pretty sure that I will not kill it off with the bombing run, but I still have the heavily wounded T-72. Aufklärer and Mod Aufklärer. Mod Aufklärer almost out of AT launchers though. But still should still be enough. He does smoke off, but I mean that doesn't help you against the bomber, especially not after it has already gotten its bombs off. So now the M1 is at like 1 HP. He is targeting the Mod Aufklärer here, I think. With his artillery, yeah. Also should have already bought in a Fargo, honestly. It's not like it's super expensive, just in case. And yeah, the M1 is moving in. I did push my urn forward because I didn't know whether the autocannon could do damage to the M1 IP or not to the side armor. And then he doesn't even get into the sector and gets sniped by the Aufklärer. Nighthawk came in and targeted the completely wrong building. So that was unlucky for him. I'm burning down this forest patch, you know, just in case, because I really didn't want him to like smoke his way back into the right hand side or something. That would have been really annoying. Was moving the Mi-8 PPA over, but then I remembered, well, hold on, I can still go for the like most left hand sector, but I maybe should check it out before I go in there. So quickly reroute the recon helicopter to the left hand side and to see what is going on there. T-72 needs repairs. I don't know why I'm pushing it up so aggressively here right now. Rerouted the command from the artillery to just have it in the sector here. Also because I rerouted it before I knew that the M1 IP would get sniped just before it got into the sector. Still was missing the supply helicopter. No idea what he was doing with that. Whether he was trying to spot or something. But I mean, why? It's not like he has a bunch of units going in and that he needs to spot for, so no idea what's going on there. P4 does die from, I think, the T-72 or something sniped it. Infantry here waiting for the goal, but I just wanted to see whether there was something there. Mi-8 doesn't spot anything. Aufklärer moving in to like make sure that there's nothing in there. Sniper is actually doing a lot of damage to the Mi-8, and will kill it off because I noticed it too late. Ern dies, rip in piss. He's bringing in a bunch of manpads. I don't know why. Like literally, I am putting in my bombers because I was sure that this would be like some, you know, valuable squads, but this was literally just javelins. Do snipe one of the RCLs though in their Humvee. So that was actually a good kill. He is artillerying my tank, which is rather annoying. HE going for the javelin, that was pretty dumb. Could have just gone for the RCL, but didn't notice it. But yeah, the side at the left hand side should be empty enough. So the SPW is coming in because, I mean, between the Mi-8 and the Aufklärer, they should have spotted something if it would have been there. Moving in the Pioneer into the forest in case there is something still there, you know, just to be sure. But then I decide, you know what, one squad is gonna go into the town and the low mod Schützen, and the Pioneer is gonna go through the forest. More planes coming in, finally buying in the rocket planes to strafe the manpads and then the bomber to kill off the high HP infantry squad. Does get hit on his way out by Mistral, I think, or no, that might have actually been the Rapier, and he's trying to smoke in his P4. I mean, even if he does do that, he's not gonna win. Aufklärer, unfortunately, just don't get their RPG off because he drives them out of range just in time, getting damn engine damage crit with small arms fire, which was rather stupid. But now I have also my Mi-24 in, so no matter where he will sneak in here, I should be able to kill him with either the infantry or the Mi-24. You can see I'm now also rerouting all the Erns from the right hand side because, yeah, there's only 3 minutes left. There is pretty much no chance that a push is happening here. So what the fuck is this? I just have the grenade launcher sitting in the open. Jesus Christ. P4 on the top side tried to get in, but the Aufklärer was there to snipe it off. And yeah, that just tells me that he's like super in a very bad position. I can't remember the word I'm looking for. Jesus Christ. Super desperate, that's what I was searching for. If he's doing such moves. The AMX-30 doesn't want to die. Good thing I noticed that I rerouted the SPW to not drive directly in front of the AMX-30. For some reason, this AT plane wasn't using its ATGM on the VAB, even though I was seeing it just before. But then I lost sight on it for a few seconds. Yeah, so that's why they didn't use their ATGMs, but still weird. They go for a counter battery with their napalm grout on the mortar. Searching for the command here. I know that it has to be somewhere here, so just driving around with all my stuff. And I do finally spot it, so it shouldn't be long before this world. Yeah, and the Ern does finish it off. So that should be literally all of his commands. 2 minutes left. I'm ticking, so yeah, this is GG. I was very happy with that. So this means that I am actually first place in my group. And yeah, that's very, very nice. I honestly didn't think I would get that far because I didn't play that much, but I still did it. Hell yeah. So KD looked pretty well, and again, like, Pasta isn't a bad player. Like, doesn't have as many games as I thought he would have. Still a lot more than I have at the moment, and also a way higher win rate than I have. But yeah, to be fair, rank doesn't really mean anything at this point in time. Well, not anything. If you like see people like rank 3000, that means something. But let's say at the top level, it doesn't mean as much as you would think. Let's put it like that. But anyway, Pasta, good player. Don't want to diss him. But in this case, yeah, 9th Panzer Root Supreme. The T-72s, especially the moves before the nerf, like they got 5 points more expensive, which they really should, because they were the same price as the T-72M, even though they just had one more armor for free. Like, why? It made no sense at all. Which is also why I think that, like, 9th Panzer was just so much better than the Polish 20th Panzerna. I mean, the Panzer has like the better early game, but the longer the game goes, like the better Ninth Panzer just gets. So, and also the T-72S is just infinitely better than the T-72 Wilk. But either way, I don't think any unit performed particularly well. I mean, this coup got 4 Harriers. That's nice. Strela, absolute hero of killing off all those pesky helicopters. And the Eagle actually was the one that killed the Nighthawk. Oh no. Limau. BMP2 getting a chieftain kill. That's good. The Napalm actually didn't do that much kills, but the thing is, it was very important to dislodge him from his defensive positions in the first pushes. And then in the end, it did get all of his mortars, but I mean, that didn't matter at all anymore. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like, no actual like hero unit in this game is just too many units for him to deal with. His Nighthawks, man, those were giga annoying. This is the one that died, but the other one got a really good kill list. 3 moves, M1 and 2 infantry. That's good. It's not like the most amazing Nighthawk kill list, but it is very, very good. He did Macro's artillery way better than I did. Like, he got so many kills with it. I was really lacking on my artillery micro in this game, not gonna lie. The other one, funny, the other one only got 1 Eagler, and this one got a, not giant, but very good kill list. And yeah, other than that, also no hero units on his side. The obvious counterplay would have just been to take a fighter card, man. There was no need for 2 cards of HT planes anyway. Like, even if I didn't have them in the late game, I still would have won against him without a big issue, but man. But yeah, GG to Pasta. Well played. And well, yeah, that means that you will get more games from me in the league because I will be in playoffs. Though the sad thing is that I will be playing against Jeremy in my first playoff game, so first of all, I don't think that I will win. I will do my best, but I don't have the best feeling about it. First of all, and second of all, you know, it's a friend of the channel, and one of us will have to go, and that's really sad. If I would have played against him later on in the down the line, that would have been cool. Like, you know, a Division 2 final between the 2 of us would have been pretty epic. But now one of the 2 of us will be out very early in the playoffs. So rip. But hey, it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Not sure what the next game will be, actually. Well, it's going to be a surprise. But until then, have a beautiful day, and bye-bye.